This is in response to the Young Turks video that was made about Ontario switching to greener energy and shutting down its coal plants. I'm glad it's getting a positive place somewhere because it was an extremely controversial move here in Ontario. There was a lot of people that were really peeved about that move, especially rural communities that were, let's just say, not consulted in where these wind turbines were going to be placed. And there was a lot of people really peeved about that. He actually took a big hit in the election because of it, but that's how progressive change happens. We didn't get healthcare in this country without massive controversy, so I'm glad that we made a move towards greener energy, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that are really upset because this province is in a big budget deficit. We're having serious budget problems because a lot like what's going on with your federal government, a lot of the healthcare and education and stuff like that's provided by the provinces. So that's where most of the debt is. It's not at the federal level, it's at the provincial level. And Ontario is suffering big of that because we're losing a lot of manufacturing jobs. So we're running big deficits and we're running big debt right now. In response to what you said about the oil sands are in Alberta, as you probably know. I just wanted to clarify for anybody else that may be watching this as well that aren't sure. Very far away from Ontario. Ontario doesn't really have anything to do with Alberta's oil because constitutionally what Alberta does with their oil is their business. But at the same time, they're the only province that's actually in, well, one of the few provinces that's actually in really good financial shape because of it. So as such, I mean, there's different things that you have to weigh. I think one of the things that should be looked in, I don't know if you guys have already, but what Norway has done with their oil, because unlike here, and unlike obviously what's happening in the States, they own their oil and they develop their oil, and that money stays in the country. We don't refine our oil. We have the same big oil companies in the oil sands that are anywhere else. And though Alberta profits greatly, they don't profit in the same way that a Norway does, keeping all of it in-house, keeping the profits and actually putting it towards a government pension fund, which is worth, I guess, billions. And I guess is actually one of the biggest stockholders in Europe, which is incredible. They keep the money in-house. They use it for their own people, and they actually, apparently, from what I've read, do it ethically. They have an ethics board that decides who the pension fund can invest in. And there's a long list of corporations that they can't invest in, going from Walmart to tobacco companies to other companies that are known for their poor human rights record. So I thought that was extremely interesting. I don't know if you guys have covered it before, and I think you may have actually, but yeah, all's not perfect here in Ontario. I think, yeah, that was a visionary move on his part, but also at the same time, he's leaving office at the point where his government has been essentially ignoring constitutional rights to collective bargaining, and it's essentially union busting the teachers. So I mean, it kind of, things aren't great in Ontario, but, you know, and there's budget issues, but it's, at the same time, if you're not going to do it now, then when? So having a vision for the environment's a good thing. It's actually one of the things I really applauded McGuinty for, who's our premier, but he is really not popular right now.